It's winter and I'm cold and I don't feel like making a video, but maybe it's time. Hi people, this is StubbornMomDotCom, where I make videos about whatever. I think maybe it's time to address the ambiguous topic that I've been alluding to. As you can see, I'm chubbier than I used to be, and it's been a crappy past couple of years. And sometimes with that comes stuff. But sometimes it's hard to see what comes first, the chicken or the egg. You know, what comes first? Do you have stuff in life that sucks that happens to you, and then you have the repercussions of that with, health issues or mental health issues? Or do you have mental health issues and then that affects your life? And honestly, I don't know with me which comes first. But I think that out there on YouTube, in the communities for these things, and on Instagram, people are trying to figure that out. I think everyone's looking for answers, so I thought I would share these ambiguous, non-concrete symptoms and issues that I've been dealing with, and see if any of you guys feel the same way, because we're trying to figure it out. So why not make a video about it so we can all wonder together? I really wanted to take a nap instead of make this video. I have a lot of days where I just want to sleep. There's been stuff that's like too personal. There's gotta be stuff that's too personal to share on YouTube, even though I've gotten pretty personal. Stuff that like just is for me and that I'm still processing and figuring out. That I went through that was like not my favorite stuff to go through, but that's life. Probably had it pretty easy up until then, honestly. And on my channel all the time I say, life is hard, but don't let it harden you. Trying to make a video, dude.
I need Q-tips.
Okay, now you're in my video. That's my 14-year-old. As of right now, she's 14 and she just comes in a lot. You're messing with my creative process. Get out! So yeah, life is hard, don't let it harden you. And when it comes to being hard, I'm like super hard on myself, right? I want to always get to this place where I guess I'm just doing things the best that I can and being the best that I am, and where am I heading, and all these philosophical things where it's like, you know what? Sometimes stuff sucks and it's hard and you mess up, and that's part of it. What are these like crazy symptoms I'm talking about? There's been a lot of questions like, how are you feeling? What's going on? Do you have hypothyroidism or Hashimoto's hypothyroidism? Is it depression? Is it anxiety? Some serious PMS, PMDD, and then all the stuff wrapped up in being gluten-free. Do I have celiac disease, this food allergy, being allergic to this food, being an allergic nerd in general, fibromyalgia. And then there's all the symptoms and trying to figure out what it is. And the doctors never know. You know, they try. A lot of doctors, they're just there to give a prescription. And sometimes patients just want a prescription. We just want this like, press a button, easy answer. But we're more complicated than that. You know, there's spiritual stuff, there's relational stuff, there's the physical, there's the mental. What are the symptoms? Being depressed or having anxiety or having a lot of feelings like, when I think it's PMDD, like rage, anger, frustration, being really tired, having pain in my arms and legs. And then it's like, oh, did I eat this thing that made this happen? Should I not be having coffee? Oh, I had carbs. Oh, that was too much sugar. How am I supposed to get through the day without coffee? How am I supposed to start my morning without coffee? You know, I didn't eat perfect. I had this thought that was so negative, or I'm going through this thing. Oh, well, I ovulated, and then that made me crazy. And then the other day I saw a picture of a kitten and it made me almost like cry and laugh at the same time because it was so cute and I thought that I really wanted a baby. Hold on, dude. I think being a girl is complicated and that's part of it. And I'm going through this like kids growing up thing. And that's weird because you're at this like childbearing age, but you've got teenagers and you raise them and then they hate you. But like, that's a whole nother video. If you want to see a video about teenager stuff, comment down below because now I have some. So I think I'm an expert. No one's an expert on that. I think that there are a lot of people out there in these communities for the invisible illnesses. I don't mean this disrespectfully. Like that's the phrase that people use where you have a person who is seemingly healthy. They might have a lot of weight loss or a lot of weight gain. Maybe they're in your life and they have changed. They don't have the energy they used to. You might not see them as much. They might be going through something. So I think that your primary care physician in some ways can help, in some ways they can't. They can only help you with you coming to them saying, here are my symptoms. And then there's got to be a period of time where there's a lot of investigating and figuring out like what it is, which requires journaling and effort to make appointments and seek out medical experts, whether it's here on YouTube or through friends or like a homeopathic kind of non-traditional medical path, and also the regular old medical community, and trying to balance trusting, you know, this new community. Is that safe? Is that good for me? The older, you know, traditional route for medication, you know, are they just after your money? I think they're caring people, but can that help you? And is it all about food? And gosh, you know, when you are running a family and you have kids and stuff and you just have to grab fast food and that throws your whole week off or something, or, you know, you can't be perfect. My point is, I don't know. For me right now, I've been taking vitamin D3 and it's been helping tremendously with body aches. But then last night, my arms and legs hurt so bad I had a hard time sleeping. And my husband brought me ibuprofen and I was like, okay, I guess I'll do that. And it helped. And I've got this awesome weighted blanket that my hubby got me for Christmas, which I love. I had 5,000 things going through my head. Like, oh, I had pop this week. I had coffee almost every day. It's really cold out this week. Is that why I have pain? I was a little more physical this week. Is that why I had pain? And people with fibromyalgia are supposed to push through that pain and work out on a regular basis, which obviously I have not been doing. I've gained like 35 pounds in the past 2 years. But here's the thing that I'm trying to figure out, and here's the part for the women. It was a couple years ago when things started going downhill that I stopped taking my hormone medication, birth control continuously, for the purposes of just evening things out so that I wouldn't have all the symptoms of PMDD, which was the emotional and hormonal roller coaster. That's what my doctor said, and it really worked for a time. Wasn't perfect. We had some side effects, but for the most part, when you like try to balance side effects with the benefit, it was really good. So I will be trying that again. This time, instead of going with the traditional OBGYN, because sometimes it's really hard to get past the, I know it sounds like so wimpy, right? Like, oh, I have to make a whole appointment and I totally have to go there. But it was just like this mountain. So I found some companies online where you can get a prescription for like feminine stuff online. And I found one that seemed to line up with values that I have, that I felt was a safe place to go. And it's just going to come in the mail and my insurance covers it. So that's pretty cool. If that's something you're interested in knowing about, comment down below and I'll totally message you about that. So I've had a lot of questions about, you know, what's going on? How are you feeling? Did you have Hashimoto's? Did you have fibromyalgia? And my answer is, I don't know. So I'm going to start the new hormone stuff and see if that works. If you are in a confusing place, feel free to follow me on Instagram, or here is where I've posted a little bit about that stuff. I'm leaning towards thinking it's more of a PMDD thing, which can cause depression symptoms. As far as, is it fibromyalgia? In my mind right now, I'm concluding that it was a vitamin D deficiency. I can say that word, vitamin D deficiency from cutting gluten out of my diet. Never officially got a diagnosis for celiac because I don't want to eat gluten and then deal with that and get sick. So if you have a solution on that, let me know. But I don't have time to go do that. I know what I shouldn't eat, so I just don't eat it. If that's like a leaky gut thing, I guess I really needed vitamin D. And it takes a couple of months for that stuff to kick in and actually help. But I am feeling better. In general, overall, on a path to feeling better, hoping that with hormone stuff, that for my body, I tend to lose weight when I get back on hormone pills, which is weird. Maybe I'll be wrong and I'll come back and get a video and be like, hi, I gained 60 more pounds and I was wrong. So I'll come back and let you know. Or I'll hide forever because I don't want you to see my face. That's everything that I wanted to talk about today. I apologize if this was super crazy hard to follow, but that's the video that I'm making this week. And if you don't like it, then I guess I'll have no followers and my self-esteem will plummet and I'll fall into a deep dark hole. I don't know. Or whatever. Things might work out. If life is hard for you, comment down below. Let me know how you're feeling. What is your invisible illness? And feel free to share YouTube channels or Instagram accounts that have helped you. Some communities that we all might be interested in. And if things are hard for you, remember, don't let life harden you. There is hope. Hold on to it and come back later. Bye. I don't know if I'm even going to make this into a video. I just, there's all this pressure. You have this channel, so you should make videos. And I have all these creative feelings and I should get it out. And now I'm just rambling. So why would you even listen to it? I really just wanted to take a nap.